Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into the world of Pokemon, discussing the latest in Pokemon news for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, Sword and Shield Unite, and really everything in between. So strap in, get yourselves ready, show some love, hit that like button down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as I do post Pokemon videos every single day, and I try to give you guys these news updates every so often. So we've got some really cool stuff, so let's not waste any time, and let's just jump into things. So the first bit of news is that we do have the new movie coming out for Pokemon very soon, actually coming out later this year, and that is Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle, coming to Netflix on October 8th. So those of you guys with the Netflix subscription can access that. Obviously, this also comes with a really cool promotion to get two various mythical Pokemon, one of which is Dada Zarude, which is a Zarude form that is from the movie, as well as a shiny Celebi, which you can get access to for free. And it's very simple to do it. Basically, you just have to set up your Pokemon Trainer Club account and make sure you opt in for email marketing, because they're gonna email you the code that you need to download via mystery gift. The Celebi is gonna be coming with a lucky egg, and it's got Life Dew, Heal Bell, Future Sight, and Magical Leaf. And Zarude is gonna have Hammer Arm, Jungle Healing, Power Whip, and Energy Ball with a choice scarf. So those of you guys who are interested in that shiny Celebi or the new Dada Zarude, you can grab it through mystery gift. But again, you just have to set up your Trainer Club account and make sure you opt into email marketing. It's very simple. You can actually check out the description below. I'll have a link to the website that breaks it all down for you guys, and you can get that new shiny. Those who may remember, I found a shiny Celebi, and I actually ended up releasing it, which was kind of a fun moment. So who remembers that? Let me know in the comment section below. But get your Zarude and Celebi, and you only have until the 25th, so you got about 10 days to get that set up. The next bit of information is pretty big. Mega Evolution is coming to the anime. What does this mean for the Pokemon franchise? The Lucario Night Adventure on Mega Island is dropping on October 22nd. Ash, after receiving a keystone for Karina, gets to go to a place called Mega Island to look for the Lucario Night. So, very interesting. Ash never had a Mega Evolution when his time in Kalos, and now his Riolu, now Lucario, is going to be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Lucario. You may remember earlier this year, there were a lot of kind of merchandise leaks that showed us that we were going to get Lucario, Mega Lucario action figures coming out at the tail end of the year. This definitely ties to the anime and not to the main series games of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. We thought at the time that it was a big indicator that Legends Arceus, or rather Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, was gonna have Mega Evolution, and that's still up in the air, but it seems less and less likely as we progress closer. I will remind you, it is still possible. I think that we're gonna get a presentation at some point before the games actually drop in November, and at that point they would reveal Mega Evolution if they are gonna be in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But at this point, as much as I wanna believe and as much as I wish that Mega Evolution would make its appearance in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I'm thinking it's pretty unlikely. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I would love to see them do it. I mean, they did it in Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, but at this point, I'm not holding my breath for it. So I would say don't expect it. If we get it, it's a huge bonus. Very interesting that they're tying it into the anime. There's a chance. There is a chance. I mean, listen, they've had Mega Evolution in a ton of the spin-offs. It's in Pokemon Go, it's in Pokemon Masters EX. I mean, there's a lot of places where Mega Evolution is still apparent in the franchise, and it's a really easy way for them to spice up Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and the Sinnoh region. I would love to see Cynthia with a Mega Garchomp, I'm not gonna lie, but again, not counting on it. So at least we know from going way back early this year, all that Mega Evolution talk about the merchandise and everything, which we thought at the time tied to the games, definitely ties to the anime and the fact that Ash is gonna have a Mega Lucario. Next thing is pretty interesting. Nintendo Switch actually gets a price cut around the world. This is a big deal, and this is pretty much preemptive for the release of the OLED Switch, where they're gonna release a new Switch model with a new screen. It's not too much of an upgrade though, I'm gonna be real. It's honestly a little bit kind of disappointing, but that OLED model does release on October 8th, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, if you're looking to get an OG Switch, you can get those at about a $50 price cut or so. So that's pretty nice. And this actually ties into what I think is very important to discuss, and that is the possibility of a Nintendo Direct in September. Now, we're halfway through the month already, and we have no sort of answer about a Nintendo Direct, but the reality of it is, for the past 7 years, actually 7 of the last 9 years, I should say, 7 of the last 9 years, Nintendo has had a Nintendo Direct in September, and I think it's 6 years in a row that they've actually had one in September. So maybe it's 5 or 6 years in a row. So Nintendo Directs in September, they go together like peanut butter and jelly, We haven't had an announcement for it yet, and it would be a really good opportunity for them to announce their Q4 lineup. It makes a lot of sense heading into the holiday season. It also would be an opportunity for them to showcase some of the new Pokemon games and much, much more. So keep your eyes and ears open, get those notifications turned on the channel, because I have a feeling that we're gonna get a Nintendo Direct. And again, if we don't get it in September, I would anticipate it'll be early October or mid-October, but I do feel like there's one right around the corner. And again, 7 of the last 9 years had a Nintendo Direct take place in September. So we'll have to see what happens, but it makes a lot of sense given everything else going on with the new Switch, the price cut, all the games headed out in Q4, and much, much more. And the last thing I want to talk about is Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite has their first official tournament being held on 19th of September, which is actually a Japanese exclusive tournament. And there's a lot of talks about whether or not Pokemon Unite will become an esport or a proper esport. And if you guys don't know, I've been playing Pokemon Unite every single day. Like, I'm about to hit 1,000 games played. Like, I legitimately grind this game every single day on my live streams. I've been looking forward to competing and doing much more. There's a big mobile launch coming out next week. The 22nd is the official mobile launch of Pokemon Unite, and that's when we're gonna get a really good understanding of where the future of this game is, as there will be crossplay between both mobile and the Nintendo Switch. And there's a download goal right now, so if you haven't pre-ordered it or pre-downloaded it on your phone, just go pre-download it. Even if you're not gonna play it, it's a free-to-play game, so there's really no downside there, but we get the pre-order bonuses like the new holowares and all sorts of stuff. So make sure you guys do that for the people that do play. I don't know what your take on it is, but at this point, I feel like they're really desperately in need of a balance patch, man. I feel like the game is lacking a balance patch right now, and I really need, there's a lot of things that need to be tweaked, man. There's a lot of bugs in the game right now that are really impacting the competitive play. Things like Wigglytuff being bugged, Blastoise has a few bugs, even Crustle has a bug with it. Pun intended. So we'll have to see what happens there, whether they're gonna roll out a patch. It seems as though this week there might not be one. Generally, Wednesdays is their update days. They may be holding out for the mobile launch, but we do know that there's 2 new characters that are planned right now, Sylveon and Mamoswine. I was hopeful that one of them was going to be released tomorrow on Wednesday this week. It seems as though they're pretty silent so far at this point of the day, so I'm expecting them to drop that for the mobile launch instead. So we may get a dual character release on mobile launch, which would be, again, Mamoswine and Sylveon. Very excited to see what's going on with those 2 characters, and we'll have to see what happens with the other characters that have been data mined at this point. What's going on with Greedent? Is that coming out? Are we going to get a Clefable or anything like that? What's the next wave of characters? Things have slowed down a little bit since the Blastoise launch, as last week they only made one tweak to the metagame, which was adjusting Blissey, its special defense stat, and how Safeguard functions. So they did a really good job out the gates, update. And I know you could say, oh, aDrive, you gotta just be patient, but the reality of it is, like, for someone like me who's playing this game every day, and it's very apparent the things that are wrong with the game, I hope that they do the updates very, very soon, because I've been enjoying Unite and I want to keep playing it, and I just want to have it run smoothly. So we'll have to see how the mobile launch goes next week, but a lot to be excited about in the Pokemon universe. And the last thing to cover today is the new Pokemon Oreos. I don't know if that's something you guys are into. I'm actually not gonna get any myself, but Pokemon did release their new Oreo collaboration. You can go to the store, you can pick up a pack of Oreos, and there's different Oreos. Some are rarer than others. I think Mew might be the rarest one. That's up to you if you're an Oreo fan. Someone even sent their Oreo package in to be authenticated and graded by a grading company, which I find to be really funny. I'd be curious how those Oreos stack up in about 50 to 75 years. Are they still gonna be edible? I don't think so. They'll probably be pretty stale. But people are grading their Oreos nowadays, so that's a thing, in case you were wondering. So that's that for the news today. Thank you guys so much for watching this Pokemon update video. Don't forget to sign up for the Zarude and the Celebi. Get yourself ready to go for the mobile launch next week for Pokemon Unite. And of course, we're gonna keep our eyes and ears open for that Nintendo Direct and another Pokemon announcement. As we are getting close to November, there's gonna be an update soon, so keep yourself ready to go. Get those notifications turned on. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.